good? Do I hear myself? Okay.
No.
Okay. I would thank everyone for coming to the tape seminar today. This is the second year in a row we've done it, and last year was pretty exciting news with Chad having announced they were jumping in the waters with releasing tapes. And so far he's released 6 of the original of the 12 he's talked about. So it's been really a great year for tape. 10, excuse me. I don't know why I was thinking 12s. Okay. That's dozens. Okay. Anyway, so I want to welcome everybody to the tape seminar, and hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit for everybody today. So let's just start out. How many out there are dedicated tape heads who have tape decks? Okay, great. How many are here kind of get a little bit of information? They're thinking about dipping their toe in the water. Well, there is no dipping your toe in the water. I hate to tell you, it's jumping in the pool. And you don't worry what's underneath the water. Okay, so I was kind of in your position 10 years ago. I started out in tape. I'd always wanted to get into tape, but you know, there wasn't anything out there that really excited me because it was mostly commercial, pre-recorded, 4-track tapes, and you know, my turntable sounded better. And then there was always a worry like, well, if I buy a tape deck, you know, is it going to wear out? Are the tape heads going to wear? What am I going to do if the tape heads wear? You know, and I didn't really, you know, it was kind of like, it became a curiosity. And that was until Winston Ma came along. You know, I don't know how many of you knew Winston Ma. He was a really great guy who passed away a couple years ago. One year at CES, he goes, Miles, come with me. And he takes my hand, takes me into his room. You have to hear this. And when Winston says you have to hear it, you have to hear it. And what was he playing? He had these new tapes from this company no one had ever heard of called the Tape Project. And they were the people that got the ball rolling. Now it's about 11 years ago. And what were they playing? They were playing reference recordings, Arnold overtures. And I will tell you, because I got the tape, got it, brought it home, it was the first time I truly heard what Keith Johnson put down. The record just never did it justice. And I heard the tape, and everything that I heard wrong on the record wasn't there on the tape. It was really an amazing experience. And that was the beginning of the end. So anyway, I want to just quickly introduce you. We have a really distinguished panel today, starting with Chad Kassem. You know, from Acoustic Sounds, he really doesn't need any introduction because he's kind of like the guy who's Mr. Analog out there, and digital now. But everybody knows him from records, and he started going into high-res digital, and then last year he started releasing tape. So that was really a great step. Next to him is Nick Doshi. Nick's one of the people that's kind of my tape guru, him and Charlie, I know Charlie's back there. Charlie King, he's got my 2 tape gurus, and I'm using Nick's tape stage now at home. And if you want, if you go up to Jeff Joseph's room, how many have actually heard tape today at the show? What you think? Pretty awesome, right? So Nick's, you know, one who did my tape stage, set it all up, sounds really good. And next to him, we have a new person this year, Benno from Gamut Electronics, who's really another, you know, you're going to find like, unless you control yourself, you know, tape decks are like potato chips. You can't just eat one. And, you know, if you have one tape deck, you're going to find yourself accumulating more tape decks, you know? So it's just a matter of when your wife puts her foot down and says, no more tape decks, the garage is full.
Yeah, I started 3 years ago. I'm on my 16th.
Oh, God.
It's nice to have a hobby.
And one of the other people who's no longer with us, I'd like to pay a little tribute to, is Mike Spitz.